All right, big round of applause for Devan Sandiford. Come on up, Devan. Hey.
It's 1991. I'm 6 years old, and I'm being chased through the lunch yard by a group of 5 girls. I'm sprinting through lunch tables, dashing behind drinking fountains. I'm even hurdling over other boys who've fallen trying to get away. I'm really killing this escape. I just moved back to my hometown. It's a small town an hour east of Los Angeles. It's the type of place, the type of neighborhood where white and off-white houses are lined up in a row. They have beautiful front yards and curated backyards. I live on a cul-de-sac block which curves around a tree at the end of the block, so I can ride my bike or chase balls into the street without even worrying about getting hit by a car. I've just started first grade, and a group of the boys have pulled me aside in the back of the class, and they're like, "You really have to watch out for the girls. They're going to chase us, they're going to corner us, and they're going to kiss all over us." They tell me how gross it is, and then they start educating me about this rare disease that girls have, and I can get it if I kiss them, and apparently it's called cooties. I've never heard of cooties because I've just moved from Miami, Florida, and my neighborhood's completely different there. The houses aren't lined up. They're kind of just randomly scattered in all colors. Cars drive by with their music bumping. And when I moved to California, all I could think when these guys were telling me about the cooties was that I have this golden opportunity because I know girls don't have cooties because I've already kissed a girl when I was 4 years old. So now I'm 2 weeks into this elaborate plan to literally play hard to catch, and today's the day. I start to slow down. I take these deep breaths like I'm really tired, and I look over my shoulder and I see the girls are gaining on me, and I can see in their eyes they're so excited because this is the closest they've been in 2 weeks. And a little while later, one of them grabs me on the shoulder, they pull me around, and now I'm looking them face to face, and I look into their beautiful blue and hazel eyes, and instead of excitement, I see horror. And one of them says, "Ew!" and they all run away. And I'm stuck right there, standing in my shame. And for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm nothing. But I didn't want to stay in that place, so I pretended like it didn't hurt, and I covered up my shame by playing it off and chasing after them, and that was kind of the game for the rest of the first grade. But for the next 25 years, even when I tried to pretend, and even after I had been married and had 2 beautiful boys, I continued to look in the eyes of the beautiful women as they passed by, looking for an indication that I was beautiful or that I was valuable. Then 3 years ago, I moved to New York, and I was very excited to be in this diverse melting pot until my wife, who's Indonesian American, and my 2 boys walked into a dessert shop on the Upper West Side to buy Japanese cream puffs. When they walked in, it's a small store. There's only a few small tables and a handful of chairs. So when the little girl says, "People with brown skin aren't pretty, Mommy," my wife is taken aback. And when she tells me later that day, I'm instantly back on that lunch yard, staring those girls in their eye. But by this point, I've had a whole life full of questions like, why is your nose so big? Or why is your top lip brown? Or why is your skin the color of poop? So instead of covering my shame with jokes, I now cover it with anger. And I just say, oh, whatever, it's just the Upper West Side and it's lack of diversity and inclusion, and I try and move on with my life. Until 3 weeks ago, I'm vacationing in France with my family, and it's a very small suburban town in Lyon where we are, and I'm walking down the street, and I catch a glimpse of myself in one of the windows of the building, and I start to fix my shirt in the front and the back. I don't want my ass to be showing too much. Then I put my hands in my pockets and pull my shorts down a little bit. I don't want my thunder thighs to show. And I'm looking at myself in the reflection again, and all I can think is my body turning these perfectly normal shorts into booty shorts? And I'm so distracted that I walk full speed into a pole. And it hit my face so hard, I could still hear the pole vibrating as I was walking away. And it made me realize that my problem with beauty doesn't have to do with the neighborhood I am in. And I could say, sure, I've been hurt by the looks and the words of people that have told me I'm not beautiful. But what had really been hurting is that I didn't think I was beautiful myself. And so I'm finally ready to stand here today and say that I'm done looking in other people's eyes for my beauty, and I know where I need to look. Thank you.